Check it out, guys. Day 2. Actually, it's the first actual real day that we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping the car because the roof doesn't count because they came off. So we're gonna start off with the first piece. I think the biggest part is the hood. So we already went ahead and measured with the measuring tape and we cut out a piece. We cut it a little bit bigger, but it's better. It's better to have extra than to be short. Also, shout out to my boy Lalo for renting us here the new shop that we're gonna rent out. And then shout out to my boy Vago. Tiene las piezas para hacer esto y también dice que se quiere enseñar a hacer esto y también window tint. So I think it's good. He can learn right here, you know, no problem. So he brought his heat gun and everything. So let's go ahead and keep trying, you know. Caliéntale aquí, vete calentándole. Tomáralo el mismo, Eso.
La gente me respeto a mi ring. Yo no me rendiré. I wouldn't fucking
Mira,
try to do it on my car.
What happened?
I wouldn't fucking try to do it myself on the car.
Why?
Well, I fuck it up and shit, you know?
Vamos, mira.
Well, digo, mi respeto para usted que
Cuidado. Y yo lo voy sacando aquí, después avanzo.
¿Y no estaba en otro lado?
No, componen el otro, ¿no?
Sí, no, no voy a ir con el bote. ¿Otro nivel?
Sí, como para que dejar la bolita, güey, pero ahí está.
Can you hold it right here? I'm gonna be cleaning it. ¿Esto va a decir, no?
Sí, sí.
Ahí
Ahora sí ya se enderezó aquí, ahora sí agáchalo un poquito nomás. Baja un poquito.
So guys, we had thought we messed it up, but it's just kind of tricky. Tiene su maña. But I think this is way better than, if you guys remember, part 1 when I did it on the roof, I let go of the sticker, and I think that was our biggest error, because I think you have to be doing it little by little, so we're pretty much like letting que se salga el air, no? Because on that one se lo quité todo y lo pegué así, tenía mucho air. But I think I just needed more help.
Pero también vete usando también la jica, güey. Tienes que ir usando los dos, hijo.
Check it out, guys. So, valió chorizo. We kind of messed it up. Quedamos a medias. It was going good at first. It was just, everything was sliding. But then aquí está quedando como chicharrón. I don't know, too much heat. Está quedando como chicharrón. So we're going to go ahead and just tear this out and go ahead and use it. Mejor para el trunk. And we're going to start with the trunk. It's a little bit smaller. We'll go ahead and show you guys right now. No queremos echar a perder el papel, so we're trying to save it. Pero si echamos a perder, vamos a hacer un pedacito. Sí. So aquí que hay que ver a ver si se levanta.
Es que, ¿sabes qué, güey? Mira, yo cuidado. Mira, tráetelo así, güey, por arriba.
Más. ¿No llega ahí?
Güey, ¿no tienes pistón?
So, no llega aquí, guys.
¿Sí? Ya.
Está mal aquí.
Vete a traerla, güey, y ya, llámala, güey.
Como aquí en los frentes, ¿no?
¿En el fender no cabe?
¿Verdad?
¿En el fender?
Well, originally that's what I wanted for the fender.
Try it right there. Sí queda.
Sí.
Le va a sobrar hasta de más. For sure.
Sí, aquí no abre ni
¿No?
a putazo, güey.
El back bumper, sí.
Aquí
El back fender que diga, sí.
Okay, guys, so pretty much, take number 2, we're going to go ahead and try to do that back fender. But we're going to go ahead and remove everything like the first time I did it. And this is hard, man. This is hard. Props to all the rappers. And the rappers who rap cars, not the rappers that sing. That's it? I don't know.
Antes de que no se junte porque si no, a ver, check.
Nomás asegúrate que no lo pasen porque está el mero chingadazo. Arriba y abajo.
¡Nada, amor!
Nada porque...
Está bien, ahí está bien ahorita.
¿Quieres
No, la tinta.
squeegee?
Espérate, amor, ahí está, espérate. No, pues dale, medias. A medias, poquito. Para arriba, dale.
Eso ya.
Tómalo que se muere, aquí se va a hacer una bola.
Ay.
Ocupa la jica, también ocupa la jica. ¿La caleta? Sí.
Espérate.
Pues poner
Dale,
la
sí, güey,
jica, ¿no, mi rey?
lado, güey.
A ver, tú agarra. ¿Te hace o qué? Pásala,
Ahora sí.
Ay, amor, aquí ni quedó bien, espérate.
Ay, lo primero que te digo.
Ay, amor.
Ay, chavos, el otro.
No, nomás jala, amor.
A ver,
Bien, guys, right when we're in the middle, se bota la pinche luz, no. Este pinche shot ya no lo quiero.
¿O será que no pagamos la renta, güey?
No, ¿qué deja yo? Mejor vete a grabarte. Dale un poquito más allá.
Pues yo también lo tiene. Ay, también ustedes. Esto ya, no, bueno, pues está quedando nomás así. So, I think you do take off this shit. ¿Correcto?
Yeah?
Yeah, because look, lo que a veces lo que queda así, que queda así, you lift it up. No, acá está cabrón, güey, porque le echan mentira, güey, no, no, pero no se quemó en realidad lo que más hace esta madre, por lo que te digo, si se mira, ¿sí me entiendes?
Sí, tenemos que quitar esa cosa.
Ya cuando queda así, lo levanto un poquito.
Mira, es como chicharrón que le quieres dar más.
No, ya está, se convierte en ría.
Tengo una madre bien,
Algo que, mira.
no, ya no le den, sí.
Aquí se me quedó cerrado, güey.
Perro chicharrón.
Mira, ¿viste? ¿Sí está interesante, güey?
¿Neta?
Mira, mira. Ven jalando, pon presión, tú pon presión.
Oh, shit.
Tú pon presión.
Arre. ¿Se dejó caer?
Sí.
Arre, oh, what the...
Por lo que le digo, desde aquí con así.
Ahorita
la jalo. Pero deja, tú ves, tienes que ir poniendo presión, güey.
Mira, güey, sí le quitó, güey, lo bueno, güey, está muy feo.
Se le quitó el chicharrón ya. Mi compadre tiene razón, ¿no?
Mira.
What the fuck?
Estaré loco, pero no tanto.
Se le quitó, güey.
Sí, güey, lo bueno, estaba muy feo eso.
Mira,
Aquí le levanta un poquito, ¿no? Estás recortando más para adentro, güey, mejor, güey. Sí. Pero está bien, güey, todo modo. Sí, me ve.
Es más bad, ¿eh?
¿Con este le vas a meter, no?
Lo bueno es que va a haber paga con cuerpo hoy.
Si no se levanta aquí.
Sí, güey. Está echando un poquito caliente, güey, porque a veces se pega con caliente, porque aquí siente como que no quiere pegar.
¿Correcto?
¿Sí, verdad?
Mira esta lightning. Vamos, no lo cae, pero nunca lo puede caer soy yo.
Ahí está, güey. Ahí está, papá. Ahí te defiendo, güey. Es lo único bueno que se ha hecho toda la noche.
Y arregló que le di ahí en la puta esquina el chicharrón que dejó mi compadre. El chicharrón.
Si tú como los charrates.
Y lo compuse, ¿no? Pendejo baboso.
Pendejo baboso.
Disculpó. Ay, colosico.
Ahí está. Te voy a traer a Jaime, güey, que te calme, güey, esta, güey.
Puta, Jaime también lo mato, ¿no? Ay, que le tengo miedo a los pendejos.
Quiero olvidar de
¿Y México, chulo?
No, más que nada, nosotros ocupamos 3 personas para que lo hagamos, güey. Ahora nosotros
Alright guys, so as you guys know, we attempted to wrap the Corvette ourselves and it was a total fail. So we came across my boy Vivid Lifestyle. Make sure you guys go ahead and check him out, follow him, all that good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and leave the links down below. We actually found him. He did another badass Silverado. It's called La Mama Whiskeys, I believe. So shout out to him as well. He has a badass, like a 17, I think. I came across his reel, and then he shouted out Vivid Lifestyles, and that's how I got in contact with him. I mentioned, hey, do you think you could go ahead and give me a hand? And he's a really nice guy, so we pulled up, and he's going to be giving us a hand. But off camera, we're over here talking about kind of the progress that I did. I kind of asked him, hey, do you have any tips, or what did I do wrong, this, and that? And he actually told me that I don't think we were ever going to go ahead and perfect this wrap ourselves, because he's telling me that chrome is one of the hardest wraps to do. And then also shout out to you guys in the comment section. I did see that a lot, but I didn't really, it didn't really make sense until now that he's telling me. So he's telling me that pretty much when a car or a vehicle is too, round, I guess you can say, he's saying that it's really hard to stretch at a chrome. It's really, really hard to stretch, and you can't really stretch it at all, you know? So a regular wrap that's not chrome is a lot easier. And I told him, okay, now it makes sense. If you guys go ahead and check here, you guys kind of see where we kind of stretched it a little bit. But the color changes, that makes sense. And I was wondering, he's telling me now that the reason why that happened is because you can't really stretch the chrome. So it makes sense now, you know. So I think the hood is not the best, but it's not the worst. I feel like for my first time. So we're gonna go ahead and leave it just because I don't know how much film we have left. You know, echar perder un big chunk, kind of like the hood. So I don't know if we might be short or not. So if we do have extra film, we are gonna go ahead and let him wrap these parts again. But if we don't, then we're just gonna go ahead and leave it for our first wrap, rock it for a couple months, and then maybe go ahead and try a different wrap. You know, but I think the next wrap that we do get for any of my trucks or for the Corvette, it's not gonna be a chrome anymore, just because I want to kind of keep learning to wrap, and he's saying that something that's not chrome would work better for us, you know. But that's really badass for him to explain that, and it all makes sense, like I said now, you know. And he also has another
17, no?
2016 to 2018 here that he is going to be wrapping. I think they went ahead and started on the body work. You know, so you guys want to go ahead and check him out. He does this badass work. But yeah, this is another piece that we did. Like I said, it's not the best and it's not the worst. Here at the handles, when I freaking got stuck, so the handle is just literally flying, you know. But what he did also say is that he recommends doing like, how do we explain it, like in pieces, in segments. So
Sections.
In sections. So pretty much whenever there's a lot of curving or whatever, he recommends like doing one here, another one here, and so on, because it's hard to freaking like mess with. You know, but with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on this, and we'll see how far we can get done today. And if not, we're not in a rush. We'll go ahead and let him work his magic whenever he's available again. So hope you guys enjoy. See, so this is what we mean, guys. So our biggest mistake when we were trying to wrap, because we did try to wrap one of our fenders, but like I said, I got mad and I crumbled up the paper and I just threw it away to the trash, was this. So we were able to pretty much do this, but then when it was time to wrap it right here, it would get wrinkled like this, and we thought we were doing something wrong. Maybe we weren't heating it up enough, and then we tried heating it up, and it was way too hard. But I think my boy said he's gonna go ahead and do it into 2 pieces. So I think here he's gonna cut it along here, and then just lay the top. See, but man, he's making this look easy. Look at that. Man, again, huge shout out to Revenue for the badass film paper. It's a badass color, just a little bit complicated to work with. But I think once it's done, it's gonna be well worth it. I love this color. And guys, it's crazy como cada quien le sabe su trabajo. He did go ahead and already cut right there to that second section, and you can't even tell. See, that's what we were doing wrong. Pero como cada quien le sabe su trabajo, you know? Everybody has a purpose. And our purpose is clearly not wraps, right, Chilo?
No, our purpose is andar de borreros.
Eso. You know, so it's crazy because we freaking literally took like, I want to say like an hour on the hood. And we were maybe like 2 hours, I kid you guys not, trying to wrap that black fender. And he has not even been here for like 5 minutes. And like, he's pretty much done with it. It's freaking crazy. But man, I can already picture this car completely done. It's gonna look like a whole Christmas present, literally. All right, guys, so it's the next day, and man, I'm freaking speechless right now. My boy Vivid literally left me speechless. I kid you guys not. You guys might not believe that this was all pretty much done, and I want to say maybe even 24 hours, literally, because we got here a little bit late yesterday, and today it looks already dark, but I think it's like 4. But dude, check it out. And huge shout out to my boy. He actually went ahead and he's like, he knew that I suck at rapping. So le quitó the old rap que yo le hice. Se lo quitó and he went ahead and re-wrapped the hood. And then nomás que lo único malo, guys, is that the paint it has a lot of like bumps, I guess you can say. But that is not my boy's fault. It's not my fault. It's literally just because I think I asked him why does that happen. He said because the paint didn't get buffed whenever it got painted or whatever the case is, you know. Because I think the car was resprayed. But other than that, those small little balls, everything else looks amazing. Pero pues ya eso nomás cuando la gente se acerca, you know, pero pues the left rolling in the freaking freeway, seems gonna look clean. He went ahead and turned out the hood as well. He said, no, I can't have my boy Jerry rolling around with that nasty ass wrap that I went ahead and did. Oh, and then also huge shout out to my boy again. También also he tinted our headlights. So he tints headlights and backlights as well, so if you guys want that too, make sure you guys check him out. I'm gonna go ahead and leave his ad right here in the description. But this is just temporary because I'm gonna go ahead and order the newer ones now, the newer lights, because this car You got a huge upgrade. Honestly, I feel like it's a C7 now, you know, but
I think I'm gonna have to get the side markers. I'm gonna have to sponsor you with the side markers.
yeah.
I mean,
The only thing
white.
was he did say that he wasn't able to get done the bumper, the front bumper, the mirrors, and the back bumper. So those are pretty much what's next. But like I said, I'm working with my boy. You know, I'm just whenever he has free time, we'll come back and knock that out. But the mirrors, we're not gonna go ahead and I think I'm not gonna go ahead and do the mirrors. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just buy black ones or just paint these, just because I think it's gonna be too difficult, and since it has a lot of turning, the paper might start to look ugly and start ripping off. You know, so that I think they're gonna be black. But other than that, the front bumper and the back bumper is what we're gonna be doing up next. But he did just get this badass truck, man. Makes me miss my green truck. You guys are wondering, it's still in Texas getting fixed. But look, this is another client que le acaban de dejar esta troca. You know, that's what happens when your work speaks for itself. You know, so you guys make sure you book an appointment with him. He's gonna go ahead and take care of you guys. Mention que yo los mandé, he got you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and ask him if I can come when this truck is done, so I can go ahead and show you guys, because I already know this thing's gonna look badass. On airbags all around, watching it with the intros. And my boy did mention that this is the second vehicle that he is wrapping from this owner. And this guy drove, I want to say, maybe around 3 hours from Bakersfield to get this thing delivered here. So that's badass. Again, make sure you guys check him out. Vivid Lifestyle. So let's go ahead and just start whipping the Corvette, and then we'll go ahead and come back. So again, huge shout out to Ravoni, because they did go ahead and send us enough wrap. And I said there was enough wrap to tear whatever I messed up and redo, and we still got more wrap. So that's badass. Huge shout out to both. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave the links to this badass company que patrocinó the badass wrap as well. So make sure you guys check them out. Ahora pues mi racita, watching. Man, one more time. I better luck here at the gas station. The freaking mirrors are killing it. I wish we could have at least done the front bumper so it could have looked like one color. And then also, man, I'm freaking super happy that I was able to get this fender. You know, it literally looks like nothing happened. You know, mas. But with this color, I love the mirror finish, because, you know, at certain angles it shines. It almost leaves you blind. So up next, we're gonna go ahead and do something about the wheels. What do you guys think? I need you guys' help. Should we go ahead and do chrome wheels? For example, that one. This is like the only wheel that's off. Or should we go ahead? I'm thinking black. All my boys are telling me to go ahead and go with the black wheels. You know, and then we're gonna be needing some tint, because this thing's a fish bar as well. Pero you know más. And we've already been driving it at nighttime, and the film on the headlights, it looks really good too, so you can still see. You guys pretty much could already see the light coming out. You know, so that doesn't affect it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and smoke the back ones as well. But what do you guys think about this color, guys? I know it's not complete yet, pero pues, man, this car, I was telling my boys, I think the whole freaking car literally looks like a whole newer car now. You know más. Like at this angle, I feel that it's like a seat. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down your guys' opinions on the wrap, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.